We are here live at the Michigan International Speedway for race number 3 of the USARC Aaron's Pro Cup Series Season 2. It's the GM Flexfuel 400 here today at Michigan. 40 cars on the grid. Should be a very exciting race. The truck race was a spectacular one. A lot of passing, a lot of close racing. We expect the same today. Here's Anthony Greenman and Luke Evans up in the booth. And, well, what do you guys think about today's race?
Well, there's definitely a lot of fast cars. You see SSR has locked out the front row, and they've been the team to beat all year long. And behind them, two BPM cars, they also have been a force to be reckoned with. And I think we're just going to see a lot of tight racing this race.
Yeah, and the field looks very reminiscent of Daytona, with just how reliant both these tracks are on car performance, especially engine power, and just how sleek your car is. Yeah, you mentioned, Anthony, the two SSR cars and the two BPM cars, but then sandwiched in between the two on Giotto entries, it is Anthony Greenman spoiling the party there for those three teams on the first three rows.
Yeah, it's very interesting here. I mean, Dodge struggled a little bit in qualifying. That's the only Dodge in the top 10 is that 4 car. See, 2 Toyotas, 4 Chevrolets, and 3 Fords. So obviously Dodge did not do that well in qualifying. And you see a couple of them further back around the top 20, but only one in the top 10.
Yeah, and obviously Greenman's going to have some motivation in this race. Seth Morgan got the team their first win ever in USARC, and I think he's going to be pushing to make it their first cup win as well.
Yeah, it'd be brilliant if FSR could sweep the weekend. It would be a brilliant story. After they've come so close to a winning in the cup, to a win in the Cup Series before, but yeah, it's a real wild card, Michigan. Definitely not going to be the same sort of pack racing we saw in trucks. I really don't think, but it's going to be a special sort of racing. So, a very, very interesting race ahead of us.
Yeah, obviously a lot of other stories heading into today. You see Nicholas Santiago, he missed out on Atlanta. Big shock there. Everyone expected TGR to be a real threat, and he just couldn't make the cut. Atlanta barely made in for pre-qualifying by 2/1000th of a second over Miles Mashburn, but he's here today. He qualified 17th, so clearly the car's not bad in terms of qualifying pace once it needs to be, but it's still very scary to be in that outside that top 30 bubble. But he's in here today. And obviously, another story, less happy one than Santiago making the field is, well, we know Ben McMurdo, terrible crash last week in Atlanta. He is not in the car today. The 0-1 today will be driven by, it'll be...
I can cut this out. Don't
worry. Who's the 0-1?
Nick Breeding.
Oh, yeah, it's Breeder Nation.
Breeder Nation, rise up.
Okay. Sorry. The 0-1 today will be driven by Nick Breeding. Not the best qualifying ever. He'll roll off back in 25th. But as an SSR car, you can't count them out on these big tracks. So do not be shocked if that 0-1's up there at the end, competing for the win.
Yeah, I think that's entirely possible for the 0-1 team to be up there in the end. It's a very fast car and a very talented up-and-coming driver. Some other things to note, both Eli Stillwolf and White Wilkinson made the show today, as well as KJ Hayes, who all missed Atlanta. But yeah, I believe we are now ready for the command, so we'll go down trackside just a moment.
Drivers, start your engine!
There is the command here, and the field rolls off onto the racetrack here at Michigan. Bit longer race than the truck race. We saw 30 laps in the truck race. Today's race, 50 laps. These cars have a bigger fuel tank, but fuel will more than likely still be a factor today, just as it was yesterday in the Truck Series race. And 2-mile oval, lots of passing lanes, lots of place to go. But the draft is crucial. You're going to want to be on that top lane on the straightaway, but then you're going to want to dive into the corners the best you can here. And it's a very, very exciting type of racing, and should be a very fun one here today.
Yeah, and if you've not got the fastest car in the field, or if you've not got a fast car, you really need help to stay up at the front. It's not necessarily like a Daytona or a Talladega. It's more of a mini sort of track. We will see close racing, but I imagine unlike the trucks, they will give themselves some air to breathe.
Yeah, definitely. There'll be a lot of close racing and a lot of fierce competition throughout 50 laps here as we're just about set to go green here as they peel off turn 4.
Pace
As the
car.
pace car is about to head in. And now it's in, finally. And we're heading to the green flag as Luke Evans leads the field down the front straightaway and into turn 1 for the first time today.
Really good jump there by Evans. He got away very well. As Ricky Freeman GRA trying to guarantee for the 50 though here. Kyler Sustry did not get going at all there in the 11.
It was a really poor start for Sustry. There comes Greenman.
First time. Greenman free wide for the lead.
He's wasted no time to get up here, and he's going to get a little loose. Have a little bit of trouble. Oh, the teammates touch. Sustry and Evans get together
Wow.
as Freeman Jr. takes the lead off of 4.
Yeah, that couldn't get much closer.
That could have been huge if they got into the 15. That could have been about a 20-car pileup heading off of turn 4, but instead, everybody staying close together, but everybody's staying off each other for the most part here.
They're still too close to
Jr.
comfort.
and Sustry were side by side.
These cars have a lot less downforce than the trucks do. That's why everyone's slipping around so much more than you saw in the truck race. This is on fresh tires, by the way. This is not old tires. Oh, Whitmer up the middle.
Wide. And Justin Whitmer's absolutely sending it through the middle.
That was an impressive move. You need a really good car to pull that off. Also, a really good driver behind the wheel. And we know that 18 has both. And he'll dive under Sustry. He'll get the lead away off of 2.
He really checked up there on exit, and I would just wonder with the support coming from behind for Sustry, if he can retake the lead here. Peter Onjak now heading towards the front as well. But yeah, they're seemingly spreading out slightly after a very tentative start, especially for those two in second and third.
And that could have been a very, very awkward Monday morning meeting at Soaring Seagulls Racing. But instead, it's going to stay peaceful for now. Onjak with a run on the 10, but here comes Sustry on the 11, or on the 18.
I think he's going to make it stick here. Evans nearly shot up the middle. He's going to stick with the 18. He's going to give the 18 some help down the back. Straight away, they're crashing.
Whoa, we got a crash. Disparito into the wall.
Disparito. Oh,
like
Rigel.
Evans and Jacques Rigel were involved as well.
I don't see much
and that'll
damage on the
definitely
22.
bring out the first caution as Justin Whitmer brings them back to the yellow flag.
Not too much damage, as you said, Luna, especially on the 08. Damage for Rigel. The 22 looks okay, however. A fairly minor accident. Oh, and Cameron Lopez as well with damage. That's not a great start for that 83 team.
Lopez might have got him behind there, it looks like. Not sure by who. But we're under yellow for the first time today here. We'll see if anyone peels off the pit. And after that, we'll get you a replay of what happened off turn number 2 here at Michigan.
I imagine we'll see pit stops here with 50 laps. You know, you want to be able to, extend the fuel, extend the tyres with as little harm done as possible. So, yeah, this yellow should see everyone down pit road.
Everybody on the pit road here. I don't see anyone staying out. See if tires are taken or if it's just fuel. I'd imagine both, though.
Yeah, it looks like absolutely everyone. So it's Whitmer who leads them down. Be interesting what they take here. It's only 6 laps in, but you really, as we said, want to stretch the fuel, stretch the tyres as long as you can. So a little top up here, and most are taking tyres.
Like everybody taking tires, actually.
Not everyone.
Peter Onjak, he went fuel only.
No, Evans didn't take tyres either, but it's Whitmer who has taken just right sides only, I believe. We'll see how that helps him. It must do. It must help him, especially against these guys. It's only a small advantage, but it's one that he'll very much welcome.
We'll see what happened off turn number 2, as you see repairs being done to some of the damaged cars.
Yeah, we'll check out what's happened to them. Is that 08 looks fairly well repaired, but we will be right back to show you what just happened.
And you see Lotus Disparito getting close. There's an incident back there, the one that involved Rigel, but Evans and Disparito get together and just both go into the wall.
On board, Jacques Rigel right here, trying to cut down a little bit, maybe get better banks off the corner, and there's not enough room there. Unfortunately, he just got tagged by the 83. Good job by KJ Hayes to miss that, but just unfortunate there for both of them. They will continue in this race, but not sure how they'll be on pace. So we'll be right back for the green flag here in just a moment. You're watching the USARC Aaron's Pro Cup Series. Welcome back here from Michigan. We're getting set to go back racing here as Peter Onjak leads the way. Top 7 went fuel only. First car of tire is Justin Whitmer back in 8th. Rest of your top 10, Riley Spurley-Tube and Stephen Colon, the 2 Daytona Motorsports teammates. As the pace car will peel off here, we'll get set to go back racing after an early yellow. Onjak leads over Evans, Sustripe, RFJ, and the one of Cameron Brennan back on their way here at Michigan.
A great jump from the 14 of Onjak as the Ford diving low again. So is the 18 of Whitmer.
Whitmer knows he's got to use these fresh tires early. He can't exactly wait on him as Evans trying to jump up the outside of the 14.
Looks like he wanted to go with his teammate there, wanted to match lanes, and it's going to help them. Really big push here down the back straightaway.
Look at RFJ though in that 15. Here comes the one of Brennan with a huge run of 3.
Look at Whitmer already with fresh tyres.
Off of 4 wide for the lead.
And Brennan blocked the 18. And he did just like last week.
Big block from the 1. Oh, Whitmer's still peaking. Might try it with those fresh tires.
I think it's going to pay off.
Whitmer's been very, very fun to watch on these restarts. We saw him make that 4 wide pass earlier, just made another one right there. I see most people look like they're able to keep up with the draft. That's promising to see even for those damaged cars. As Whitmer powers by his teammate and Peter Onjak to take the lead away.
Can he pull away though? We know the power of the draft here at Michigan. He's really on his own at the moment, but do those 2 right-hand side tyres have that much of an advantage? Ooh, Sustra got loose.
Yeah, you see that bottom lane, you saw Greenman backing up back there. That's that bright green car on the bottom.
Yeah, Onjak's closing in here, but he might need some help if he just wants to get right up behind the 18. Oh, here he comes.
Side by side, not yet. Onjak right to the bumper though, Justin Whitmer.
We've just got to work on that run again into turn 1. Sustra gaining as well. He's looking down low.
As here comes Onjak onto the inside of Justin Whitmer. He's going to try and make a run down the back straightaway as they head into 3, but nope, no, here he comes.
He's going to try even with no help. I just don't know if he's going to be able to get this here. I think he's just going to have to slide back in behind the 18 for right now. Maybe?
Yeah.
Not quite.
Just going to slide up in. Look at Nicholas Santiago here into the top 10 for Toyota Gazoo Racing. A good result for him, especially after failing to make Atlanta.
He started back in 17th. He's up inside the top 10 already. As wow, the car's slipping up there off of 2. That was Hubert. New look on that 44, much darker. Saw yellow and blue car last week. This week it's black and blue on the 44 of Hubert.
I think that was Cologne underneath Santiago, they're fighting hard for second, but Whitmer looks comfortable out in front.
I saw the 66 back there of Roach Rotfield on the move, actually, so a good run for him. We know AFM could use a good run, especially him after two very poor races to start the year.
Yeah, and he was the only AFM car who's been locked in so far, whilst we've been using last season's owner's points. So really important for him to get a good run today to lock an AFM car into the next race at Road America.
Absolutely, here as side by side, this is back around 10th, 11th spot. Chase Chris having a really solid run actually so far in the 05. He's actually the highest 555 car right now.
Yeah, 555 not really. Well, there's Blair McKenzie, but we obviously know Zachary DeLello. He failed post-qualifying tech inspection. He was sent to the rear. Not a good start for your current Rookie of the Year leader. But right now he's up into 22nd, so a very good climb up the field so far.
Nobody really able to get a run as 18 right now, though, here of Justin Whitmer.
I think it's down to the tyre advantage a lot, I think.
So Whitmer leads on lap 15 here. Single file top 6 or so.
I think RFJ is going to have a look at that 11 at some point. In fact, Two-Stride goes low and RFJ goes high, and he's lost a lot of momentum. Here comes On-Jack now for that third position.
Good run for On-Jack. Not going to have enough, though, here.
Let's tuck in. Look at Whitmer. He's really pulled away here, as everyone else seems to be struggling for grip. A lot more than he is.
That's what 4 fresh tires will do, though. Here is Luke Evans trying to get 4th away from On-Jack. Can't do it just yet. I believe we're under yellow here.
Oh,
Jeffrey. Nicholas Santiago.
Oh. Not what he needed.
Oh, dear. Perkins. I wonder what's happened, because Santiago was nowhere near Perkins on track.
Justin Perez also involved in the 60. That at least looks fixable, unlike the other two cars involved here. So, Matthew Huber might have been involved as well.
Looks like that was everyone. So once again, I wouldn't call it a small accident, but a small number of cars involved, as Perkins has already retired, and we are having pit stops again, and it looks to be everyone coming down pit road. Now this gets interesting, where we've already seen the two different strategies.
Out.
I think, is that Nick Breeding?
That's Nick Breeding staying out.
On his debut in the 01, Nick Breeding is going to stay out and inherit the lead. Alexi Herman behind.
I would think you'd want tires here after seeing how the 18 just sliced his way through the field.
I wonder if the 18 now will take more tires, or if he'll experience the inverse now and everyone else takes tires. Let's find out.
Yeah, everybody's taking tires here, it looks like.
Yeah, that's the wise thing to do. It's going to make a bit of a level playing field. However, there's going to be a handful of cars who will not have fresh tyres. And Angel Gutierrez, I think he only took 2 tyres.
That might be a good move, though, here, honestly.
He's going to come out third.
Position.
Whitmer will be 4th on track. Then it's Brennan, On-Jack, Riley Spurley Tube, RFJ, Stephen Cologne, Chase Chris, and Blair McKenzie. A few cars here. Look at that. Greenman, Sustry, Evans have lost places big time. And it looks as if Nicholas Santiago is also done for the day.
Well, we'll be right back here with a look at what happened here in Michigan.
And you see Matthew Hubert and Nicholas Santiago get together, and they spin, and hit from Davison, a hard hit from Jeffrey Perkins in the 99. It's just completely junked both cars.
Yeah, and that's not what Nicholas Santiago or that TGR team needed at all. Same for Perkins, who has struggled as well this season, crashing out at Atlanta as well. So, yeah, a real tough break for those guys.
Welcome back here from Michigan. It's Nick Breeding out in front. We're getting set to go back green on lap 21. Justin Perez out of the race, as well as Nicholas Santiago and Jeffrey Perkins. So unfortunate for them. Anthony Greenman and Naziri Romashko came down pit road to top off on fuel. So interesting call there. We saw a similar call in the truck race yesterday. It ended up being the winning one. Could that happen again today? But we're back green. It's Nick Breeding out in front of 0-1.
Breeding gets a decent jump on the 53 and 52 and will lead for the time being, heading down into 1.
Gotta remember though here, this 01 is 53 on older tires. Angel Gutierrez came down, he took 2. Already you seem to be able to cut right under the 53 of Lexi Herman. Doesn't have the help down the backstretch.
Yeah, but he's got that grip, and I think we're going to see it here. Brennan as well, diving down the inside, making it 3 wide. Here comes Riley Spurley up the middle as well.
And Cameron Brennan, he knows that he has a really good chance of possibly getting his first career win today. Trying to be the first rookie to win this year. 3 wide back behind Brennan, back behind the 01 of Breeding.
Oh, and a big dive from the 52. Left 4 wide. Oh, that's close.
Oh. Very tight racing here off turn number 2. So far, though, the 01 holding out up front here. Maybe that's that SSR horsepower behind the under the 01.
Yeah, and props to the 52 of Angel Gutierrez here, taking the fight to the big teams here at Michigan. And he's running very comfortably in second right now. However, they are 4 wide now for that second position.
As here comes Spurley in the 8, looking to make a move heading into 1. Is going to use that middle line to his advantage to get underneath the 01 of Nick Breeding.
Way up the track.
He is going to take the lead off of 2.
You saw it right there. That's where those fresh tires are really going to play in. Breeding really slid up. Furley was just able to make it stick. And he's got Justin Wimmer, who looked like the fastest car on that last run, coming right with him here.
And they're 4 wide back in that pack is Justin Whitmer, reeling in the 8 of Riley Spurley heading into 1 this time by.
Yeah, Wimmer's saw him make an aggressive pass on the bottom to get the lead earlier. Another dive, but I think Spurley's going to hang out there with him.
Yeah, well, Whitmer got loose, and now Spurley's got the help from that SSR power, but so has Whitmer. Brennan actually now looking to the inside. He's blocked it. I tell you what, he's blocked Whitmer today. He blocked him last week. He now chooses not to go with him. Some really interesting tactics there from that number 1 car.
And we know the SSR cars are probably the best in a straight line here. Oh, but you see right there, Spurley trying to hang on. Brennan trying to get a run, but he doesn't have any help.
Gates got a huge run down the front straight away.
4 right back behind him. On Jack looking up the middle between that's the 53 and the 11.
Oh, and Spurley's sliding up the track. Oh, and I think Aidan Martin.
The fence.
Yeah, I think he slapped the wall there with Austin Scott, and he's really slow. Just lost all the momentum as underneath goes White Wilkinson, Daniel Sells, Reese Kupski. He qualified well today, and he's doing well in the points. I believe he's in 7th, so yeah, good result would really go a long way for Aidan Martin today. But he's got a lot of time to make that ground back up.
Right there, though, Spurley's able to just hang with the 18 down the straightaways.
He may have some help here. Here comes Stephen Cologne. You're going to switch to the inside now?
Hits the switchback on the back straight. And he is going to make it to the inside of Justin Whitmer. And now he's got a teammate with him. That's the 3s. He gets loose.
Yeah,
Cologne now
got really loose.
Cologne did not go with his teammate. And now look at those BPM Toyotas working well together.
Yeah, I think the real question is, though, I was going to say, RFJ hasn't won yet in this series. Whitmer's won plenty. I think RFJ's got to be the hungriest driver for his first win out here.
Yeah, and he's second in the points, and currently, if his position stayed the same, if he won, he would be points leader heading into Road America. So, yeah, he'll be very desperate here for a first victory, as they just can't seem to get round Whitmer once he takes that first position.
Yeah, we'll look at Brennan. Possibly thought about going up the middle. Three wide though behind.
Nearly 4 there with Brennan. They are 4 just behind this group here as well. I think I'll do the Bennington into the picture.
Haven't seen much of Luna Bennington all day, but has a really fast car on this run. Was looking toward the top 5 at the moment for that 42 team.
Looks like
Remember how good that car was at Atlanta, but then bad restart at the end. She ended up finishing 11th. Didn't qualify that well this weekend, but clearly has a decent car on race pace, as he's still a lot of very tight racing though here.
Yeah, and Chase Chris continuing to have a good run. Bobak Fox now just on the outside of the top 10 in 11th. Nick Breeding and 53 dropping back. Whoa!
Scott!
Oh, and Mackenzie
in the wall.
That was very close for comfort there. It was Austin Scott who dived in and made contact with the 19 of Ben Crouch. Blair McKenzie also slapping the wall. And here comes RFJ for the lead.
Trying to squeeze underneath here. They're side by side. It's going to give the 2 Daytona Motorsports cars a really good run.
Just going to pull them along down the front straight.
Big dive in the one from RFJ.
I think he's going to come up and close off that run from Whitmer. He's going to look inside by the looks of things. Cameron Lopez, we just saw there, running quite a way off pace.
Yeah, it's a shame. The Loungeschlager team, they're a pretty hard-working bunch, but just unfortunate circumstance today. It's Whitmer up to the fence, and what a run!
Yeah, but it looks like RFJ tried to throw the block, but Whitmer cut down just in time. These guys are pulling away whilst they're fighting.
Side by side for the lead here, giving each other plenty of space, though.
I think Ricky Freeman Jr. there with the better run on the outside. Burley and Cologne also closing in. Luke Evans back into the picture now after a slow stop under that second caution.
Here the engine of the 83 there. That's Cameron Lopez. They'll have to manage here in a moment.
Oh, Nick Breeding is down pit road. I imagine that's scheduled.
I imagine that's fuel.
Yeah. He's gone 32 laps here without pitting. Whoa, that was close from Stephen Cologne.
He swung it in on his teammate there and was able to catch it late, so nothing big happening, but could have been really bad for both of them. And a really awkward team meeting on Monday.
But look how much drive the 18 car has. But you see Peter Onjak, Luke Evans, these two I think could mount a challenge with these top 2 up front.
Yeah, Onjorto and SSR, they are real serious contenders here. And there's your pole sitter now looking to break into the top 5. He's actually going to fall out of the top 5 here. Cologne and Spurley should go around the outside. They're still side by side.
This is giving Onjak a huge run.
Need to watch out for that 83. That's a fellow Toyota as well. Here comes a 14.
Trying to go up the outside. He's there.
Yeah, Whitmer could not block that run from the 14. He's going to break up this 1-2 for BPM. That's Peter Onjak into second. Or not.
Yeah, Whitmer really drove it in there to keep him behind. But here we go onto the lap car of Cameron Lopez. Lopez seems to be pretty respectful here.
Yeah, it's just, no one's going to be able to take the high line here. Onjak with a huge run. Cologne as well. Back Fox now up into the top 10. He's having a good day as Lexi Herman has gone down pit road. That's 35 laps. I believe she's done on fuel. In fact, it may be 30 if she came down the pits on lap 5. This is getting very close up front.
That's making me really question, though, here. How far can these guys go on fuel?
Especially the two who are not behind other cars, who can't rely on the draft.
Yeah, because like we saw 30 to 30, around 30 laps here. So that brings you the question, can everyone make it? And if not, can the 4 and the 77 make it?
Here comes Evans making it 3 wide. 15 has a huge run on the outside here.
Not sure where the 4 and the 77 currently are on track, though.
Oh, and
Herman
there's
back out
Herman
right in
coming
front of
out.
the leaders.
Onjak now overrun. Whitmer really had a slow turns 1 and 2. And Herman will probably go behind here just a lap down. However, she will very quickly overtake these guys on fresher tyres and fuel. I really think we're as well starting to see the effects of the tyre wear.
Yeah, absolutely here. 3 wide for second. Onjak getting a little bit loose.
Herman's starting to pull away. However, she is going to be a bit of a factor here, possibly pulling along. Whoever opts to go behind her, and Whitmer's doing exactly that. Here comes 10. Oh, and is he pitting?
Oh, he almost got hit in the back by Cologne.
He's not pitting. He just
got really loose.
Yeah, he just had a really bad turns 3 and 4. It's Ricky Freeman Jr. going to power on through to the lead, and here comes Kyler Sustryes now as well. Now into this battle.
I saw back there. I think I saw that bright green car of Anthony Greenman. Oh, the 55 and the 19. They were rubbing against each other right there.
Yeah, I think tyre wear is...
Greenman, who's the best car fuel-wise right now.
Romashko as well, who is further back. In fact, I think... Have we seen a few pit stops here? Because Romashko is in the back here. Aidan Martin as well. And they're running around where Nick Breeding is, who has pitted.
You're not sure here what happened on that one. Is not sure why RFJ's trying to pass the... Whoa, Whitmer way up the hill.
And here comes Sustryes, who's got a massive run now. With a very poor turns 1 and 2. In fact, he may get passed by Onjak here as well. Oh, that's close. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Whitmer.
Oh, RFJ's pitting.
He can't make it.
Is this scheduled or is this...
I think it must be scheduled. It seems very orderly and planned by his entry. There's no slowing down. Oh, is Whitmer... Oh, he just had... I think the tyre wear is really having a factor now.
Yeah, he got really loose there.
Here comes Stephen Cologne now up the inside. I think these guys are going to have to think about pitting, and then it's going to become a 10-lap dash. Here comes Onjak for the lead.
So with 10 laps, though, can the 4 and the 77 stretch it that long? Oh, boys, Cologne. They're pitting here. Wimmer's pitting. Onjak's pitting. Cologne's in.
Cologne, Fox, and Zeller pitting as well.
Now, Sustryes going to inherit the lead, but he will also have to pit as well, as will Evans, as will Spuddy. There's John McFadden coming out. All of these guys are going to have to pit, but just remember, 53 of Lexi Herman and the 01 of Nick Breeding on very alternative strategies. What sort of advantage have they got? Here comes... That's RFJ compared to Herman.
Is Herman ahead of RFJ on track then?
Yeah, must be.
Oh, I think we're going to see more stops here. That's everybody, I think.
Got to be. Yeah, they all come down. Yep, everyone.
Let's see. Where is... Did the 4 already pit then, possibly?
Well, let's see where everyone else comes out
Greenman's
here.
pit.
Whitmer's out behind the 2 JZR cars. And DeLello.
Really bad stop.
And right now, Lexi Herman should be leading this race behind RFJ, then Onjak, Cologne, and wherever else, everyone else filters out. John McFadden's going to gain a lot of positions here as well. Nick Breeding, however, he will fall back into the mid-pack.
You see everybody else here? See where these guys come out.
These guys are going to have the freshest tyres, just remember that. Here comes Lexi Herman.
There's the 53. Who I believe... No, Herman's not on the lead lap.
Are we sure? Because...
Yeah, look at the ticker here.
Yeah,
She's not ahead of 15.
So...
RFJ's going to be a race leader here.
Going to be close with Sustryes. But Ricky Freeman Jr. takes the lead and now has a golden opportunity. However, Sustryes has very fresh tyres. So does Spurley, Cologne, Evans. They all have marginally fresher tyres. Look at Leno.
DeLillo trying to go forward up the middle.
And Whitmer's all the way back here now. Very slow stop for the 18 team. And RFJ's got round the 53 finally. 8 laps to go here at Michigan.
Ricky Freeman Jr. has never won here in the USARC Airlines Pro Cup Series. He leads by just over a second. The one problem is he's not going to have any sort of draft.
Oh, I mean, look at the run that Herman has here. I mean, everyone's very spread out right now. There's Bobak Fox now. He's making his way into top 5 as he currently runs 7th,
I believe.
Yeah, my mistake. The 2 Daytona Motorsports cars are battling. At the moment, I mean, such a gap there. He's just got to keep it clean, surely.
Yeah, I was going to say, the 11 does not have any draft now. Real issue is going to be, does Lexi Herman try to race him?
I mean, Herman here is, cycling through the field, is fighting to stay on that lead lap, which is crucial if we get a late race caution. Is this group still fighting? Whitmer's really caught up quickly to them. I wonder if Whitmer's possibly the only one who can take the challenge to his teammate.
And of course, that's assuming we go green to the end here. Could there be a yellow as well?
If there's a yellow soon, it may end the race.
I swear I heard tires squealing. I might be.
Yeah,
I think
yellow's out.
This car's moving. Caution's out.
We're under yellow.
Oh, and
it's KJ
Hayes destroyed.
Luke Evans.
Luke Evans.
Oh my goodness.
Great
I think there's a couple more involved.
Wyatt, I think I
Luna
saw Wyatt
Bennington.
Wilkinson and Luna Bennington involved.
There's a 55.
Zachary DeLello as well. That's going to change everything,
boy.
folks. We will have a late race restart. We're going to check immediately, see what happened, and we'll update you on any pit stops.
Here you see coming down the front straightaway, Zachary DeLello tries to send it in. He gets tight and goes right into the quarter panel of Luke Evans, and Luna Bennington has nowhere to go. And then you'll see here KJ Hayes gets some damage.
Unbelievable. We'll be right back with a late race restart here at Michigan.
Yeah. All right. Welcome back here from Michigan. We're getting set to have a free lap shootout to decide it here. Ricky Freeman Jr. leads. He's looking for his first career win. Looks like he had it until that late race caution. Be a free lap dash to decide it here. It's RFJ, Sustry, on Jack, Spurley Tube, Cologne, your top 5. Then it's Bobak Fox, Justin Whitmer, Joe Zeller, Chase Christ, and Angel Gutierrez, your top 10. And Whitmer got an amazing restart.
Yeah, that's huge. These are the most important 3 laps of his life.
Ricky Freeman Jr. is going to be hoping that he can turn 3 more perfect laps.
Might be too good of a restart though here, because this might allow a big run for him. They can just get single file, but right now they're trying to battle each other for second.
We've got
Big
the
run still
draft,
coming
yeah.
though, I think here.
As here comes on Jack, help from Spurley into 3. Spurley dives just below where Onjak is running. They both get loose, coming to 2 to go. But here comes Onjak now as he gets a run, coming to 2 to go.
Here comes Justin Whitmer as well. He's got a big run.
Yeah, Whitmer up from 7th to 5th in a lap. Onjak trying to slide up in front of the 15. He's not going to be able to do it here.
And there's more help
Huge
on the
push.
outside.
Freeman Jr. with the run down the back straight, but Peter Onjak will not leave him alone. Into 3, Onjak gets loose and coming on a turn 4, white flag in the air for Ricky Freeman Jr.
It's
Some
Sustroy
smoke
now.
back there. Not sure if there's an instant. Question is now, can Kyler Sustroy find a way around this last lap? Or can Ricky Freeman Jr. hold on, finally get his first career win? But here comes Sustroy.
Neither of these two have won a
Sustroy
race
to the
before.
bottom.
Oh, 4 wide behind.
A huge battle. Fox and Cologne almost collide, but into turn 3 for the final time. Sustroy has the edge. Here comes Onjek. Sustroy slips. Here comes Freeman Jr.
Gonna be about the line.
To the line. It is going to be Tyler Sustroy winning his first career race at Michigan.
Heartbreak again for Ricky Freeman Jr. Came so close. However, he will take the points lead from... Oh no, he won't, sorry, because Kyler Sustroy, your points leader, has won
the race.
Didn't even register for a
goodness.
second. Wow.
Great runs for the Joe Zeller team. You see them coming home with 2 top 10s today. About Chase Chris. We've talked about how cursed that 05 car / 7 car has been. Get the top 10.
Yeah, and a very good result for the Triple 5 team. Another decent result for Angel Gutierrez coming home in 13th. But yeah, well, congratulations on Kyler Sustroy for a first career win. A very special occasion. SSR's first win of the season as well.
Yeah, what a race here today. Fairly clean, but obviously chaos at the end. As Kyler Sustroy, last lap dash, gets to the inside for Ricky Freeman Jr. And Ricky Freeman Jr., how close can you come to getting your first win without getting it? That's the question right now.
Well, with every moment like this means that, when he does clinch, it will be an even sweeter feeling for him. I mean, you saw the desperation on everyone there, diving into turn 3 at the end. There was a real sense of anyone could win it. But it was Kyler Sustroy for the first time with a new team winning here at Michigan.
Yeah, what a race here today. As just crazy racing all day. Couple incidents, relatively clean, but obviously just a wild one here at Michigan.
Yep, and with that, Sustroy maintains the points lead with 3 races complete, and it will be Ricky Freeman Jr. staying in second. But I believe there was an incident at the end, and we are just going to check it out quickly, and we'll come right back to you. He's heading towards 2 laps to go because he just in Patrick sliding up the track and into Wyatt Wilkinson. He loses control and backs up into his teammate. However, they both stay running and heading in the correct direction, so we stayed green. However, a very rough end to the race for both Wyatt Wilkinson and Roach Rockfield. Well, as we were saying, Kyler Sustroy will maintain the points lead over Ricky Freeman Jr. It's those two who stay first and second. But what's going to be really interesting is heading into Road America, we now convert to this season's owners' points. So a real different outlook for pre-qualifying and some worrying situations up and down the field.
Yeah, there's some teams that are going to be right on that line. It'll be very interesting to see who's in and who's out, as some teams that really need good days and not have good days.
Yeah, absolutely. Nicolas Santiago, the notable one in that. But we'll see how TGR, a known sports car team, handles their first road course in USARC, which is where we head next week. We all know about the chaos and the incredibly climactic finale to that race last year, with Nia Marinacci taking her only career win to date over Aidan Martin, who ran wide with just a few corners remaining. So yeah, real unpredictable race, real interesting from pre-qualifying to the finish. We can't wait to have you there with us. So congratulations to Kyler Sustroy and SSR. Until next time, goodbye.